I want to go with my first winner, which is Chicharito. No surprise there. No surprise there. No, this was incredible. LA Galaxy hosting the reigning MLS Cup champions NYCFC. And it was a stalemate for 90 plus minutes. And the Galaxy and Chicharito find a way in extra time. And it was a really nice goal, a really, really nice finish. I mean, that is what Chicharito does. You know, he finds his space in the box. He knows how to finish. And he gave LA Galaxy a very big win, a very big 3 points to start off the season again against the defending champions. This was a big statement win.
Should I go across LA for my first winner?
Yeah, I think I know where you're headed.
I don't think I was allowed to go anywhere else, even if I wanted to. But Carlos Vela, hat trick in his first game of the year. There's so much going on around him. We have no idea what this year will look like with Carlos Vela. But if it's based off game one, wherever he is, he'll be scoring goals. And he looked like himself. And I think every LAFC fan breathed a sigh of relief after about 20 minutes of that game.
To your point, the way he played in that first game, and, you know, I got to give Matt Doyle and Kalen Carr some credit here. You know, they very emphatically pointed out to me that this is a contract year for Carlos Vela. And sometimes when guys have that sort of looming over there, they're a little bit extra motivated. And we can see some pretty outstanding performances.
I think a lot of us focus on what's his future, where's he going to be? But his opening statement and the opening idea of what's going on is he wants to win now with LAFC. Yeah. He wants to leave on the right note.
Moving along, another winner for me. I love it. I love it so much when week one, we get to see a potential goal of the year contender, which is exactly what we saw in Portland. The Timbers taking on New England Revolution, and Jimmy Chara with the bicicleta. It
was taking long to get started.
No. It was awesome. It was so awesome. And do you know what I love about it too? It was like, it almost felt like it was happening in slow motion. Like he knew exactly what he was going to do with that ball when it was coming in. He had time to think about it and just strike it so perfectly. And a well-executed bicycle kick is just something that as a soccer enthusiast, it brings me to my knees. I get a little tear in the eye. It was beautiful.
I'm going to go for my second winner to two teams that have new stadiums and great atmospheres as well. The Columbus Crew opening up Lower.com Field for the first season opener, because it opened in the middle of last year. You had restrictions. You had Campeones Cup, which is a great moment, but last year wasn't the year they wanted to be.
Yeah.
And this was the best soccer game Columbus has played since MLS Cup 2020.
Wow.
Like, that's where they were at. They are a team. I think last year they were last in the league in presses and pressures. And yesterday they stood in Vancouver's half and just dominated them for the opening 20 minutes and just ripped them off the field. And they're good enough to do that. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it feels like Caleb Porter maybe puts the handbrake on a little bit too early. Obviously, injuries were a huge factor last year. I mean, Artur didn't play a game last year, and he looked like himself in this game. It was awesome to see. You could see a little bit of the emotion post-game in his interview. Austin also had a blowout win, which we have in our notes. Thank you, Galena. I don't know that theirs was as indicative of their season as I believe Columbus's was. And that might be a knock on the other teams.
I have so many questions.
I still believe Vancouver's a good team.
Okay,
and so for Columbus to do what they did to them, even without Brian White, that to me shows something of their quality.
Let's talk about another winner for me, Nashville.
Oof, huge.
What's up, Music City? Okay, welcome to the Western Conference. Hello. I know, exactly. Just get out your guitars and strum it, baby, because that was incredible. Seattle, I will say, like, I have them winning MLS Cup. Like, this was my, I looked at that.
This is the team you cursed for this year.
Exactly. It's the Susanna, what do they call it in Italy? It's the mush. The mush. I've put a mush.
Is that what a curse is in Italy?
Yeah, it's from A Bronx Tale. If you've watched A Bronx Tale, it's like if you've got.
I have seen A Bronx Tale many a times. I don't remember that term.
The mush. I'm a mush. I'm a mush for these people. Yeah. So
I'm talking Broadway soon. Continue. Sorry.
It's going to happen. I mean, at some point we will break into song, but y'all have that to look forward to. But I think that on paper, you know, you look at what Seattle did in the offseason, they're already a good team, already a phenomenal team that attack. I mean, like, it's like you struggle to find a weakness on that Seattle team, right? When you look at the attack, you look at the defense, and then you look at the addition of an Albert Rusnak and a healthy Jordan Morris, and you're just like, oh, whoa. Like, this is a team built for success. Nashville, who are, I mean, I can't say enough how impressed I have been with this team and the way that they have played and established an identity from the jump of their MLS experience, and transitioning to the West. You know, it's different. These are different teams, and this was a huge statement win for them once again. They just didn't look. They had so much energy. They had so much energy. And in the final 20 minutes, Nashville was just relentless. Like Seattle looked gassed, and Nashville looked like they were just had fresh legs, and they really were going for it. And I think it's just a testament to the sort of completeness of that Nashville team, in the same way that we can talk about Seattle and sort of like, you know, their strengths all around. Nashville is not far behind for me in terms of where they're at, because they have an identity. We know that they're a solid defensive team, but also when they can put together a late game attack like that and win, you know, like they had a ton of draws last year, but if you can get a point on the road in Seattle, game one, you're a contender.